welcome back to Geeky Ent. Now we're going to go ahead and continue the series here for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Collectibles. Now this one is a pretty cool set. DC and Nickelodeon partnered up to create a animated feature film that partnered Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And Gamestop had a few collectibles that actually came from the movie. Now the whole premise of the movie was how do I even explain it? So I highly recommend it if you are a Batman or Ninja Turtle fan or just a DC fan altogether, because you saw all of the Ninja Turtle main villains, pretty much just Shredder, but you also saw a bunch of Batman's villains show up in the movie. So as you can see here, it depicts the sculpt and artwork from that feature film. There were 5 2-packs sold exclusively at GameStop, and there was one single pack that was sold at San Diego Comic-Con, or debuted at San Diego Comic-Con, and it was a previews exclusive, just previews exclusive, that's what they called it. So here you can see Michelangelo and Alfred had pretty a good relationship in the movie. So as you can see here, there was actually a few accessories that showed up in the movie. The skateboard is pretty iconic in the movie. You can see here that Alfred's got his few accessories. The back of the box shows all of the different 2-packs, and that's a little foreshadowing of what I'm going to be showing you guys here. And each package doesn't really have anything to it. It's just basically, you know, straight to the point. Here's the figures, here's where they're sold from, and here's the actual title line of the movie. Now when it comes to GameStop, I'm not a big fan of them just because of the way that they run business and everything. And I have friends that used to work there and they can agree with me. Luckily that I've never worked there, but just getting these figures from them was kind of a little bit of a fun event. So move on to the next one here. So here we got Batgirl and Donatello. You can see here that they got different swappable heads, different swappable hands, and you can go ahead and customize those the way that you want. So you can see here the different accessories on Donatello. That's the way he looked in the movie. Now these turtles actually remind me more of the IDW comic. That's the recent release run for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I actually prefer that look over any of the other turtles. Now you can't go wrong with the animated classic, but the dialogue and the actual way that they did things was a little bit vague and not too much to certain people's liking. The single pack that was a previews exclusive. It was limited to 10,000 pieces, and it was debuted last year at San Diego Comic. Now this one here does not have the window view. It's just got the picture of him and dressed up as, you know, Batman. So there was an actual scene in the movie where I won't spoil it, but essentially you can see here that Michelangelo found Batman's cape and cowl, put it on, had a little bit of dialogue, and it was a little bit of a humor in the movie. So this one, you just had to have it to complete the set. So here you got the 2 hotheads here. You got Raphael and Robin. This depiction in the movie was Damian Wayne. And also you got Raphael, who is the biggest sculpt out of all the turtles. And you can see here the different swappable head, the different accessories, the hands, everything there that you can go ahead and basically interchange what you want to represent Robin and Raphael. Comes with a little sewer lid there and everything, so this one was pretty cool to have, and I believe this one was the most pieces here. Basically that represents the amount of pieces, the amount of different interchangeable parts that you can put in. We'll go ahead and save this guy for last, but let's go ahead and talk about the villains here. So the 2 main villains in the movie were Ra's al Ghul and Shredder. These guys here stand a little bit taller than the other turtles. I forgot to mention that each of the figures here are drawn or were sculpted to scale. So that means Shredder was bigger in the movie compared to everybody else, so he's going to be the tallest figure. Raphael was the bulkiest and most muscleized, I guess you can call it, turtle out of all of them, so he was depicted that way. So you can see here, Ra's al Ghul comes with his little few accessories here, but more importantly, Shredder was the main villain, in my opinion, that I won't spoil the movie, but he actually had some different stuff going on. But he's got different claw hands, different things. He comes with the fabric cape. Ra's al Ghul comes with his own cape as well, and I believe it is also a fabric one. But this one was the least of amount of accessories, just because they compensated with the bigger figures. So you can see here, this one had 11 pieces versus the 25 on the Robin and Raphael. Now this one here is actually my favorite set, and if you guys are familiar with Batman or Ninja Turtles, you guys know who's coming up next. This is my favorite Ninja Turtle, and obviously this is Batman, one of my most beloved characters here. And the amount of detail that's in these, it actually looks like they were taken from the movie itself and just put into this package and said, here you go, you can go ahead and collect these. So you can see here the amount of detail that's shown in Batman, the amount of dark, bold lines to show the accented muscle lines. Leonardo is he's the average height of all the turtles, so he's depicted that way. Donnie was the lankiest, you know, everything there. But one thing I forgot to mention too on these, the Ninja Turtles always have their first initial on their belts, and each turtle has some kind of way that is depicted on here. So on Leonardo, it's got like a little lowercase, somewhat of an L if you look at it from the camera's point of view, but each turtle had a different logo that represented their first initial on their actual belt, and I thought that was pretty cool. So there you guys have it. That's just a short little video on the Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. If you guys like this video, please go ahead and drop a like on it, drop a comment. Please don't forget to subscribe to Geeky Ent. This was another turtle video, and until then guys, don't forget to geek out and have fun, and we'll see you soon.